choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing heaven today. Sing it again. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. Oh, I am walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing heaven. How about love? Oh, I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love today. Oh, I am walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing love. Let's do grace. I'm choosing grace. I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace. I'm choosing grace today. Oh, don't you know I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing, oh, I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. Yeah. Oh, I am walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Saying I'm choosing heaven today. Oh,
All right. Yes, Andy Anderson is in the house. Let's give him some love. We are so blessed already. We could just go home, but we're not going to. Okay. Good morning and welcome to CSL Rogue Valley in partnership with Medford Unity. I am both presiding, speaking, praying, singing, all sorts of things today. Reverend Kimberly Hawkins is, as you know, is on a sacred journey in Egypt. Let's just send her some CSL love wherever she is at this moment, hanging out with the Sphinx and the pyramids and whatnot. So we are an inclusive, spiritually progressive faith community, and we welcome each of you, no matter where you are on your spiritual journey. And if you are here for the first time and you want to tell us, you are welcome to raise your hand right now, and the ushers will find you. And there we go, and give you a welcome packet. Thank you for choosing us this morning. We appreciate it. All right, and our musicians this morning, as I have said, Andy Anderson, so blessed. Our wonderful meditation this morning was led by Treasure Wild, and she will also be doing our High Watch. Our practitioner this morning is Kathy Green. She will be doing our reading and invocation. And so just right now as a reminder to turn off your cell phones, put them in airplane mode, prepare for your flight, because we are going up on the elevator of consciousness. And we do not want to be disturbed while we're doing that, right? So now just take a couple deep breaths, and Andy's going to share another wonderful, beautiful song, and it's going to go directly into prayer. So please hold your wild applause for a future song, so we can get into that space. Andy?
When I am still, I can hear that small voice whispering in my ear, saying God is all there is. So I listen from the heart, place where love resides. It's all I am inside. And I remember with God all things are possible. And it's up to me to open my eyes and see I'm one with the whole, to love and to know God. When I'm still, I'll see the truth of me. Move to a higher place, peace and serenity. And then I look all around me. Oh, love is my destiny. There's nothing can stop me. It's self-discovery. And I see, oh, only joy and the beauty in me. And I know when I release and let go, see, only love, God is love. And no, I know there's only one. 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 There's only one. Oh, there's only one. Oh, there's only one. And when I become one with it, and I see it, can't believe it, oh, I achieve it. This is my destiny. When I am still, know that God is near. I can feel His healing power flowing through me as me. And then I look all around me. Oh, love is my destiny. There's nothing can stop me. It's self-discovery. And I know there's only one. There's only one. There's only one life. There's only one love. In me is me. There's only one life. There's only one life, one love, one peace. There's only one. And it all becomes so clear. It all becomes so clear when I become still.
We begin this sacred hour by recognizing the one infinite presence that is everywhere present, the divine intelligence that flows through all life. We acknowledge that this power is not distant or separate from us. It is the very essence of who we are. Right here, right now, we stand in the full radiance of Spirit's light. Today we awaken to our inherent effectiveness. We release doubt, limitation, and old beliefs that no longer serve us. We recognize that the freedom we seek has always been here. The power we need has always been ours. The wisdom we desire already dwells within us. And so we choose now to be effective instruments of the divine. We open our minds to new possibilities. We open our hearts to greater love. We open our lives to the unlimited good that is our birthright. We are awake, we are aware, we are alive with purpose and power. As we gather in community, we support one another in stepping fully into the light, claiming our effectiveness, and expressing the divine more perfectly through our thoughts, words, and actions. And so it is. Today's readings are illusions as doorways to freedom, Adashanti. Our illusions, the beliefs we hold on to, are the very doorways to our freedom. We simply have to enter through them without grasping or pushing away. We must not believe them, but we must not run away from them either. We need to see each moment of apparent bondage as an invitation to freedom. And this companion quote, instead of striving towards some distant goal that you will never reach, I invite you to stop and ask, how am I avoiding the enlightenment that is already present in each moment? How am I seeing separation where it doesn't exist? From Swami Vivekananda, all the powers in the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our own eyes and cry out that it is dark. And so it is.
So it is. When I love myself just the way I am, I can free my power wherever I am. At any time I can redefine, get a new paradigm, to let myself grow and grow. There's only one life, that life is divine. I know it, I claim it, it's mine. I let myself see it start with me. It's perfection that I am. When I see the truth, know the truth, be the truth and me. I release and let go, give love and know. When I love myself just the way I am, I can free my power wherever I am. Oh, at any time I can redefine, get a new paradigm, and let myself grow and grow. When I love myself just the way I am, I can free my power my love grow and grow. When I know the truth, it has to produce the results I'm looking for. It's done unto me as I believe. Possibilities all I see. When I see the best, know the best, be the best I can be, then I know that I know that I know that I know that I know. Oh, when I love myself just the way I am, I can free my power wherever I am. Oh, at any time I can redefine, get a new paradigm, let myself grow and grow. When I love myself just the way I am, I can free my power. Oh, wherever I am. Oh, and when I decide to change my mind, get a new paradigm, let my love grow and grow. Let it grow and grow. It's all I am. Let it grow and grow. It's all you are. Let it grow and grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow and grow. Let it grow and grow.
Absolutely beautiful. And that previous song, oh my goodness, some more love for Andy. He is just such a treasure. Wow. We are so blessed. So I'd like to introduce to you your guest speaker for today, me. I'm Reverend Ruth Kirby, and I've been around a while, so that's all you need to know for now. Okay, so let me, I'm going to pull this out. I like to be a little bit mobile. I know there's a leash. Anyway, so this morning, my talk title is Being Effective, and we are going to talk about being effective in the land of cause and effect, which we know we live. And as many talks do, I'm going to start with a ancient teaching story, fable sort of thing. So here we go. 3 young men who were once given 3 kernels of corn apiece by a wise old sage, who admonished them to go out into the world and use the corn to bring themselves good fortune. The first young man, I'm sure eye rolled, I'm going to add a little things to these, around, what? 3 grains of corn? I'm supposed to go out and bring, make good fortune out of this? And probably thought the guy was nuts, not an old sage. And he went home and he just put them in a bowl of hot broth and ate them. The second one thought, well, after watching the first one do that, I could do better than that. So the second one planted the 3 grains of corn. And within a few months, he had 3 stalks of corn. He took the ears of corn from the stalks, boiled them, and had enough corn for 3 meals. And he thought, wow, I'm doing so much better, right? Okay. The third man said to himself, well, I can do better than that. He also planted his 3 kernels of corn, but when his 3 stalks of corn produced, he stripped one of the stalks and replanted all the seeds in it, gave the second stalk of corn to a sweet maiden he had his eye on, and ate the third. His 1 full stalk's worth of replanted corn kernels gave him 200 stalks of corn. And the kernels of these he continued to replant, setting aside only a bare minimum to eat. He eventually planted 100 acres of corn. With his fortune, he not only won the hand of the sweet maiden, but purchased the land owned by the sweet maiden's father, and he never hungered again. So, who was effective? So what's interesting, though, is the first two did make effects. There was effects. There were some effects, right? But why weren't they effective? What was not effective about their story?
They only thought about themselves, they didn't go forward.
There's an idea. Okay, and definitely this is a story of consciousness, right? The various levels of consciousness where you are. The main thing, though, that made them not be effective has to do with what is inherent in the definition of effective. So in order to define effective, you have to have a desired result. And so the definition of effective is successful in producing a desire or intended result. You have to know what the intention was. What were you trying to do? You can't, the whole meaning of effective is contingent on that, right? So if we go back to the story, they were told to use the corn to bring themselves good fortune. That was their directive. And the third one succeeded. The third one was effective. The other two were not. Not in that intention, right? They had a little bit to eat. One of the other things, though, obviously, that is the sort of moral of the story is it's not how much resources you start with, it's what you do with them. 3 kernels of corn. That's tiny. Imagine being handed 3 kernels of corn and saying, go make your fortune with this. You can see why maybe you might kind of go, right, or something in response to that. That seems really small. And yet, with the right consciousness, it was possible. Wow, I love that story. So, in the definition of effectiveness is inherent that there is something you're going for. So, in other words, we're creating effects all over the place. Some of them are side effects, some of them are special effects, if you have a life of high drama. But we're running around, affecting things, making all kinds of effects. But we're going to be talking about being effective today, which requires something you're going towards. So, the 3 things that are key for true effectiveness: knowing what you want, awareness of and respect for the system, and a willingness to change. So starting with knowing what you want. We need to select something. If you want to be effective, you need to know what you're trying to do. And it turns out, I hear this a lot in this teaching and for over many years. One of the things that people think they're going to do, they decide, I'm going to make $1 billion, and then I can have whatever I want. And I'm just going to tell you right now, that's the harder way. You want to know what you want. What if what you want only costs $500,000? What if what you want is free? If we want true love or amazing connection, community, work that we love, there may be a mouth of things you want. You don't need the $1 billion. And you could go and after that $1 billion to get what you want and find out that getting that $1 billion cost you what you want. Cost you your relationships or your freedom or your time to make friendships and have fun. So, figure out what you want, what you really want, what you really, really want. What you want, what you really, really want. I'll leave the singing to you, Andy. I tell you, okay. So you want to, and so the idea of you want to try to, be effective, you do need to select something. So you might just take one thing at a time. Like, I'd like to have this happen, whatever, and select it and know what it is. And plus, knowing what you want is a part of self-awareness. It's definitely like self-awareness 101, right? Who am I? What do I want? And then respect for the system. I was having this, does anybody here play board games or ever played board games or any kind of games, really? Okay. So if you were at an evening with some friends and someone brought out a new board game that you'd never seen before, what's your first question? How do you play? Like, what are the rules? What's your second question? How do you win? Exactly, right? So this should be our questions for life. How do you play? How do you win? I have another little story here to underline the importance of knowing the law of cause and effect and what causes what and what the rules are. Okay. Oops, that's not it. I could say that, but that's not the story. Here it is. All right. A drunk man who smelled like beer sat down on a subway seat next to a priest. It's already a good story, isn't it? The man's tie was stained, his face was smeared with red lipstick, and a half-empty bottle of gin was sticking out of his torn coat pocket. He opened his newspaper and began to read. After a few minutes, the man turned to the priest and asked, "Hey, say, Father, what causes arthritis?" And the priest replies with this really downtrodden look on his face, "My son, it's caused by loose living, being with cheap, wicked women, too much alcohol, and contempt for your fellow man." "Well, I'll be darned," the drunk muttered, returning to his newspaper. The priest, thinking about what he said, nudged the drunk and apologized. "I'm sorry to come on so strong. How long have you had arthritis?" "Well, I don't have it, Father. I was just reading here that the Pope does." Yes. So, I love that story. Clearly, the priest doesn't know what causes what, right? Or is trying to take an advantage of a moment, a teaching moment. But here in this teaching, we teach the law of cause and effect. We want to get really clear on the rules of life, like how this universe works, right? And one of the metaphors we always start with is the garden, so because it's really easy to understand. If I have a celery seed and I put it in the soil and I give it what it needs, it comes out as celery. It never comes out a carrot. I guarantee you it will not. If you have verified that you have a celery seed and you put it in the soil and you give it what it needs, it will be celery. Every time. There's never a time when the soil goes, "Gee, I think you have enough celery. I think I'll make it a carrot." Or that the seed goes, "I don't really like being a celery. I'm going to be a carrot seed instead." Like, none of that happens, right? We live in an orderly world. We don't live in a willy-nilly world. Sometimes with religions that we were brought up with, we tend to think that, you know, God is like our drunken uncle or something. Like, some days it's good and some days he's upset, you know, or whatever. But it turns out the universe is very orderly, very exacting, very much so. And we love this part. This is our favorite part. The law, the way it is consistent. It always operates that way. So we want this. This is a good thing. So what if we want carrots and all we have is celery seeds? Can we pray hard enough for it to come up carrots? Can we use spiritual mind treatment until we're blue in the face and have it produce a carrot instead of celery? No! I'm going to tell you right, in case you're sitting by your garden doing this, I'm going to save you a bunch of time. That is not going to work. It will never work. What needs to happen in that situation, if you have celery seeds and you want carrots, here's what you need to do. You need to go get carrot seeds, or you need to learn to like celery. One of those two things. So what that is a representative of is, who needs to change? You or God? Right? So the system is perfect. Oh my gosh, so perfect. And it is not going to change. But we may need to. We might need to. And so, and especially it's good to recognize this for the purpose of spiritual mind treatment, because the purpose of spiritual mind treatment is never to change the system or try to be an exception to the system or something like that. It's always to put ourselves in alignment with it so that we can be more effective. So, if someone put the board game on the table and told you the rules, and you said, well, I want to play it this way. I don't want that rule. I'm going to play this other way. How silly would that be, right? So we use the spiritual mind treatment to line ourselves up with this perfect universe. And I'm going to tell you something else here about this universe in terms of what's possible with spiritual mind treatment. And there are limitations. Yes, I said the word limitations in a Science of Mind Center. Because part of having respect for the system is understanding that. So here, I'll give you an example. I could do spiritual mind treatment until I'm blue in the face, but I could never make myself a giraffe. Right? Does anybody here think I could become a giraffe through spiritual mind treatment? No, because there's a physical system going on here too. There's metaphysical and physical, and this is where we live, and people don't become giraffes. So we are not magicians. We don't change that part of the system, right? So there are some things that are impossible. This is another saying that there's a popular saying in this teaching is anything is possible. And I've come to not like that as much because no, I can't become a giraffe. So there are things that, and it's about respect. It is about respect for the system. And I think if you were walking around wishing you were a giraffe, and you did a bunch of spiritual mind treatment, then what would happen is you would lose your desire to be a giraffe. Because you would be like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing already, right? This is what happens when we do spiritual mind treatment, is we figure out who and what we are, and that there's this amazing, we are amazing, and this universe is amazing, and I love seeing giraffes and all the other things and everything, but I don't need to be one because I'm this. And this isn't even being expressed yet. There's so much variety and so much, infinite possibility just within my humanness, human spiritualness, right? So it's okay that there are some things, it's about respect for the system. We need to know both the metaphysical and the physical laws. So we don't go around trying to pray that gravity doesn't work on us and jump off cliffs, because it's not a good idea. Okay. So moving on to willingness to change. So when we respect the system and we realize that if anything needs to change, it's probably us, right? We have to look at ourselves, and sometimes we end up doing the same things over and over and over, hoping to get a different result, right? That's that definition of insanity we've all heard. And often that's just because we have a limited idea of what we're capable of, like what is our skill set, who are we? So often we need to really expand our thinking about what's possible for us and who we could be. So, when we have a respect for the system, and if we're not being effective, we know it could never be that nature's messing up or God's messing up. It's never that, right? So it must be something in what we're doing. And we have to have the humility and the willingness to ask those questions. I have a story from long ago. Some of you may have heard it, but when I went camping one time, I borrowed a camp stove from my dad, and he showed me how to use it, and I started it many, many, many times before I left, and I said, okay, it works, I can do it, I know what to do. Packed it up, went to the campsite, brought it out, did all the things, didn't work. And I was like, what? And so I'm doing all of them things over and over and over. It just worked. It should work. It just worked. It should work, and I'm doing all this stuff. And I found myself, I was on the brink of going, guess it's not going to work, right? And I thought, no, this is going to work. This should work. It just worked. And I'm having this camp stove for this trip. I am having it. And as soon as I sort of made that slight tweak, I was like, it must be something I'm doing. It must be. It must be, no matter how sure I am that I'm doing all the things, right? So I go back over very slowly and meticulously, and I realize, oh, I'm supposed to move this thing before I do the pumping of the thing. And it worked. It was me. And it was such a good experience for me to like just like question my sureness sometimes. Oh no, I'm doing everything right. Well, it's not me. I can't be me. I must be the one person that this universe doesn't work for. Right? So, I want to share an Ernest Holmes quote from the Science of Mind text. This is in the beginning of the text, first 4 chapters, when he's talking about spiritual mind treatment, when we're doing spiritual mind treatment for something. We should try to be receptive to the purpose of the universe. We should expect results and should be willing to give up anything and everything that would hinder the demonstration. Ooh, that sounds like we should change. I think that's what I'm hearing. So we should expect results and then be willing to give up anything and everything that would hinder the demonstration. So we have a larger capacity for change than most of the time we realize. We get raised a certain way and we develop personalities and we think, this is what I'm like. I'm like, no. All of that's still on the table. You could be a different person. You could be quite different. And this is one of the things that I've talked about this before, but I learned through doing improv acting. I've been doing improv acting for a number of years. And in improv acting, you have to be a whole bunch of different people. At the drop of a hat, you like walk out into a scene and somebody could make you a pirate or a flea on the back of a dog or an astronaut on the moon or something, right? So you go in like you have to be ready for anything. And what I was learning from doing all that was I was like, wow, why is doing improv making me get more in touch with the truth of my being? Like it felt like a spiritual workshop. And because I'm pretending to be all these different people. Why is that feeling like it's getting me more in touch with me? And what I realized was it was all about who I was being while I was waiting in the wings. Like in the moment before going out into the scene, I had to let all of my personality go and be neutral. Be ready to be anything. And that's who we are. That's the truth of our being. We are that neutral space that could be anything. And it was like that. I highly recommend improv for anybody who's had any inkling of wanting to do it, because it's a fun way of getting this, practicing letting go of your personality and being something else. It's actually a very profound spiritual workshop. And so, the truth of who we are is that we can be whatever is needed. So if we have something we want and we understand and respect the system, it's kind of like figuring out, who do I need to be to have that? Who do I need to be? The system's not holding it back from me. Unless you're trying to be a giraffe, then the system's holding it back from you, okay? Just telling you right now. Save you some time. But if it's in the realm of possibility on this planet, right, then it's you that would be in the way. And you have the possibility of transformation. So often what we really need to do is, besides have a really clear sense of how the universe works and respect that, is know the truth of who we are, that we are expansive beings. And, and that whole idea of like what causes what. So like another example is, health results from healthy living. It doesn't result from spiritual mind treatment. And let me make that distinction. Spiritual mind treatment changes you so that you live healthily and create health. So the mind treatment is to get us in alignment with who and what we need to be to have what we want. Same thing with wealth or friends. If you're sitting at home without any friends and you're just going, you've probably got this whole mindset of like, no one's gonna like me and I don't like anybody and whatever. You've got some kind of thing going on, right? So you're sitting in your house and you do spiritual mind treatment to clear all that up, and now you're thinking, wow, I'm an amazing person. I could go out and get a bunch of friends. People would like me, and gosh, people are nice, and all that. And when you're thinking like that, guess what? You're out the door. You're not sitting at home going, gee, I hope they show up soon. Like an Amazon package or something. You go out the door because you've changed your mind. You're like, this is a cool place to be, and there's all these great people out there. Here, let's go find them. Right? So our thinking changes our behavior, and our behavior brings us that which we're looking for. We don't get to skip that step because we are in the physical world. And we didn't want to, because that's one of the funnest parts. Just saying. Not everybody goes, I don't know. Yes, it is. We are here, we're at bodies, soon enough you won't have bodies. And I don't know what you'll be doing, but you'll be doing something else. And so this is the time to participate, have some fun, get involved in the process. All right. So who do we need to be to have what we want, and what is the process to getting it? And when we know those things, when we understand all of that, we are being effective. And that's it. Thank you. So let's take that to prayer. So just going within once again, and this is what I know. I know that there is only one power, one presence, one divine intelligence, one source of all of life, one unified field of energy, only one. There's only one thing going on here. There is nothing else. There is nothing outside of it. So knowing this, I know exactly who I am, that I am an expression of it. And I know that this is true for everyone here and everyone outside in the world, everything and everyone. We are all expressions of it. We are all expressions of divine intelligence. That is who we are. There is no question in my mind. And this truth is our truth, is our truth, is our truth. It cannot be changed or diminished in any way by anything we have ever done or will ever do. It is who we are. And it is from this place that we know that we have the capability of being effective in our world, of understanding the rules of the universe, and being whatever is necessary to have the experiences we want. We know that we are powerful and capable, that we already have so much to offer and can receive so much. That this truth and the way of the universe is our friend, is our rock, is the thing that we give gratitude for in the beginning of every day and at the end of every day, for the truth of who we are and the truth of where we live, and the beauty and the love that we have been equipped with, so that we have more than enough for ourselves and to give to everyone we're around. That this love and this peace and this harmony and this abundance is all full and overflowing in each of us like a fountain. Each of us are the individual fountains of spirit, overflowing. Touching everyone we meet with this bliss, with this knowing, with this power. We are powerful. We can select and respect and direct and be effective in our lives. And our lives exist in connection to everything else. And so we are affecting everything, always. And I just give thanks for all the ways in which all of us are blessed, every day in every way, whether it's seen or unseen. What a blessing it is just to be alive, to be present, to be aware and awake, And so in this great gratitude, I just know that everything that I have said is already the absolute truth. It's already true. And it's already unfolding in a most perfect way in each of our lives. And so I let it be so, and together we say, and so it is.
Every day I'm so grateful, thankful. Oh, it's a new day on my horizon. All that I am, all I can be, oh, it's just a gratitude shining through me. Nature's gift to me, perfect place to be. I keep loving myself so I can see there's only beauty in you, beauty in me. Oh, let's all stand up together and let the whole world see. It's about being grateful. I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm so grateful. Oh, so thankful. My life is so good, precious and good. Yeah, see, with every breath I take, with every step I take, it takes me higher on my path of awakening. See through the eyes of love, there's only one of us. So let's be grateful for all that's been given us. No need to live in fear. All of life is His. Oh, come on, let's love and let the love come shining in. Smiling faces, warm embraces. Oh, let's all stand up and let the whole world know I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so good. Every day I'm oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm so thankful. Every day, every day, every day, I'm so thankful. Woo. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So thankful all the time. So grateful. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Woo! Awesome. Rev Andy in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. So grateful. All right, we are at the time for our tithes and offerings. This is an opportunity to give to the center, and I always just like to say whenever I get the microphone at this moment, which is not often, but what we put our money into is what stays alive. So we shop at a certain store regularly, it stays there, it stays in business. We go to a certain restaurant, it stays in business. We give at our center, we really value this as a community, we give it to our center, it stays in business. And it's really just straightforward like that. I know there's a spiritual element to it too also, but I'm just saying there's a super practical level here as well. So this center, requires a certain amount of money to run and pay people and things, and so we get to participate in that, right? We get to be the people that make it happen. This center's here because of you, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have a saying. Is it up there on the thing? Okay. Hope it's the same one that's in front of me. You guys start. From a place of love, knowing that as I give, so do I receive. All right.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Very nice. Good morning, everyone. Here are your announcements for this week. There's a lot going on. Welcome, everyone who's joined us online. We're so glad to have you here with us. For those of you who are here in the sanctuary, please join us for food and fellowship right after the service in Bosworth Hall. And while you're here, be sure to visit Jason's jewelry table. It's in the office area. His beautiful pieces are on sale today. We're excited to announce plans for a new CSL RV Unity Choir. If you'd like to be a part of it, please sign up in Bosworth Hall. Our goal is for the new choir to perform on Sunday, December 21st. Something's whistling. On Tuesday, Tai Chi meets at 10 a.m., followed by poetry as spiritual practice at 11. Hey, the Maslow Project is underway, and we don't have a lot of time, and I know you're feeling really blessed and grateful after all of that, and this is an opportunity to pay it forward. Please sign up, pick up a sheet in the Bosworth Hall, sign up to participate, and if you have any questions at all about that, ask Reverend Laura. Reverend Laura, are you there? Yep, there she is. Okay, great. Now, looking ahead, on Saturday, November 22nd at 1 p.m., there will be a celebration of life service here at our CSL RV Unity home for Cheryl Long Riffle. She's a longtime practitioner emeritus. We're all welcome to come and join in honoring her beautiful life and service. And please wear beautiful, bright colors because she would just love that. And this is a celebration of a life well lived. Our Thanksgiving Day potluck dinner will be held here at the center on Thanksgiving Day at 1 p.m. Please sign up in Bosworth Hall and indicate what dish you plan to bring. Sunday, November 30th, November 30th, bring an ornament to loan or give to help us decorate our festive holiday tree. And hey, there's a lot going on, so please check our weekly e-newsletter for all of our happenings. And if you don't receive it, there's always a printed copy of it of the current week's newsletter on the information table in Bosworth Hall. You can also sign up to receive the e-newsletter here at our center on our website or by emailing cslroguevalley@gmail.com. By the way, your ecclesiastical team is praying with and for you. If you'd like to know a little bit more about us, in the backs of those purple chairs is a little bit of information on how you could contact us. We'll be joining you after the service, and both Kathy and I, because we're your practitioners in service today, we'll be in the back. We'll be in the Reverend Kim's office, and we'll be in the library. If you'd like to come back there and have a prayer, please don't leave here without being prayed for. See. Also, if you just rather put in a prayer request, in the back of those purple chairs, there are prayer requests. You could put them in our one prayer box back in the corner for both CSL and Unity. And we are always delighted to hear about your answered prayers, and you can put the answered prayers on that same request form. Gosh, that's a lot, right? Thanks, everybody.
So I'd like to invite the practitioners to come forward and, no, right, thought you were sitting down, no. And whatever, do you guys stand in a circle or do you just stand? What do you do? Stand. All right, stand, hold hands if it's appropriate, whatever you want to do. And I imagine you have a song.
Yes, we have a closing song.
All right, so go forth and be effective and awesome that you already are.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. Oh, I am walking the road of heaven right now. Sing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Sing, I'm choosing. Let's do it one more time. Oh, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Sing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Sing, I'm choosing heaven today.